Hello and welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters live, where today I am going to be telling you guys about my little trip to Cadbury World on the 13th of October. No, it isn't. Yes, it was. Anyways, so 30. No, it's not 19th of October. Sorry, guys, I'm very sorry about. Yes, 19th of October. So I went to the attraction, and the first thing I found out was that the Cadbury shop is no longer there. Instead, the Cadbury shop is now at the back of Cadbury World. Don't ask me why this is. But actually, no, I can tell you why this is. The Cadbury shop that used to be there is going to be twice as big, and it's going to replace the original Cadbury snack store, which used to be only open from like 12 till 3 o'clock, which is fair enough. Now, it'd be really, really cool, because I remember when I was really, really little, I remember going into the Cadbury shop, and you had so much chocolate everywhere. You had this huge, you got the little train running above you. They don't have that anymore, and it's really good to see that they're bringing that back. Merlin has got a huge investment into that. Now, it's really cool to see that also the cafe is back to how it was before, because I didn't like how they had two separate things. But if they are going to make this separate things, and I'm pretty sure I don't know where they're going to put it on anyways. So that is the first thing. Now, if I did cover this in my video, but I shall go through what it's going to look like. Now, I did take this picture at Cadbury World because you can only see it at Cadbury World, but this is going to be one side. Well, this is like one area of the Cadbury shop. It looks very cool. You've got like the Cadbury symbol there with all the big Cadbury bars. You've got the outlet store, which I really do love this facade, to be fair. This is quite good interior, sorry. You've got the Cadbury light, which I cannot wait to see that. If it does spin around, like, that would be so New York like things. I don't know, like Hershey's very much known for like Cadbury and stuff like that, so it'd be really, really cool to see something like that. And I love how they've got like these. I don't know if these actually are going to be wood, but if they are, then you know, it'll be quite cool. I'm dying. You've got this here where you've got chocolate and you've got more stuff on there, but the whole entire thing looks amazing. You've got this like ripple effect on the ceiling. Now that's just one side of it. You've also got it's like bricks. I'm not quite sure if they're going to be fake. I know they're going to be fake walls, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to be like this exactly, as they do propose it's going to be like this. But the Cadbury's Chocolate Quest really didn't end up like how it was meant to look in the first place. So I'm guessing over here somewhere is like the exit of where you come out from Cadbury World, because you're then greeted by the Chocolate Quest, their new ride, dark ride. It's like a hidden dark ride, which is actually in here. And you get greeted by their Chocolate Quest ride and the photos which you get on that ride. So it'll be very, very cool to see what they do with that. Now, I really hope it doesn't end up like something that we see at... Trying to think. Something we see at Gangster Granny the Ride, where basically Gangster Granny the Ride at Alton Towers, they've basically missed out the whole entire opportunity of getting photos now. And they don't have a person by the photo desk anymore. Not quite sure what that is, but it would be really cool to see that you can get your photo quest on this ride, because, you know, you're going in for your attraction, you can film in there, but at the same time, you can't film in like the movie bits and everything. You can't film on the ride, and just capturing those photos, it's really, really good to see that on ride. You also got this like really nice facade. I'm not quite sure what's going to be in there, and it also looks like that's the exit or a different area there, but I'm guessing this part here used to be where the old Cadbury snack station is, because it looks very, very similar. It's just got a different wall, so it's got a wall in front of it, so it divides the cafe and here. But I don't know if the cafe is bigger or smaller than what it used to be. You've got a huge flake thing back, and you know, you've got this like facade thing because it's like 200 years. I love how the colour purple is on all the supports. It looks very, very, very detailed, and I cannot wait to see it in person. And they said this is going to be happening on the 9th of December, so book your ticket in for 9th of December. Now, another thing which is going on at Cadbury, so what I found out really, really bad about this attraction is, firstly, they were paying like the exact same price as what you normally do to get into the attraction. Now, that's by saying that, like, literally the whole entire experience has been cut out completely. Like, the chocolate tasting is no longer there. You can't see how they make the chocolate anymore. I mean, you can see how they make it back in the day, but you don't see them make the chocolate officially now. They don't make, like, the stuff for the shop. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I actually do know that the gorilla, which used to be there, just goes dun 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 dun. I can feel it. Yeah, that one. He's basically coming back now. A few years ago, we had the gorilla, and we also had this DJ guy come along. He was made out of chocolate, and he kept moving. He was like, "Oh, coming up, the gorilla from this advert." it'll be really cool to see him back, I can't lie. And he is coming back. It is proposed to be on the 9th of December, coming back just before Christmas. So that'll be such a good Christmas treat for us all. But having that back was really, really needed. Now, what originally was going to happen is that where Cadbury World used to have this, like, floor thing where it used to interact with this projectile on the floor and then used to stamp on the floor. You used to, like, crack the cream eggs, or you crack the different chocolate bars, like chocolate pieces, every time you jumped on them. We don't have that anymore. That was a really good element. It was like this huge mirror room as well. We don't have that. But downstairs in the Bourneville experience, you will see there's a little mirror room that's being used for the face painting at the moment. Now, that could be used for anything. I'm pretty sure it's a high-res thing at the moment. But if that is a projectile that is just looking down on the attraction, on the floor, then that could be like a little stampede thing again, which it would be really, really cool to see that come back. But it also live my childhood up yet again. So that's something that really is adding back to the resort, and it'd be really, really cool to see all that come back. Now, I'm not quite sure what else they're doing within the resort, the attraction, because the only piece of evidence we've had which is coming to the attraction is the shop at the moment. Now, the shop, like I said, is at the back. It would be really cool to see the 4D cinema get a new movie, or I don't want it replaced. I mean, many people want it replaced, but we know what Merlin's like with their 4D cinemas. 4D cinemas aren't very popular nowadays because first it's the running costs, and secondly, do people really like going and moving chairs? Is it accessible for everyone? No. But having that, even if they're not moving chairs, even if you had it so it's like, you know, face forward and you're just watching a 4D cinema, it would be amazing to see. The only 4D cinemas we see in any attractions now are probably Lego Discovery Centres and Legoland, and that's about it really. So it'll be really, really nice to have a new movie for that thing, because at some point, like, you don't know if you've ever been in it, I don't know if you guys have, but at some point when you look at when it's on the roller coasters, if you look at the little details, you'll just see that they're all falling apart because it's such an old graphic. It just doesn't work. Like, it's just made out of vectors, and it's not even that anymore. It's like really, really bad. It'll be really cool to see something come back to the park. Something come back to the attraction, which will just boost its publicity a little bit more. Make it the best in Birmingham, you know. Now, I still don't like what they've done with Cadbury's Chocolate Quest. I still think they should have kept Cadabra, because Cadabra is an amazing dark ride. It really did tell a good story. A lot of animatronics in there, and we just don't have that anymore in the Chocolate Quest. Instead, Chocolate Quest is a trackless dark ride, and it features a lot of different. So trackless meaning you don't get to see the track in front of you. It's run by magnets underneath, I think, and basically you don't get to see that animatronics. Like, yes, there's some animatronics, but it doesn't really play the big part to it anymore. Hello. Instead, it's just screen-based interactive dark rides, and I'm there just like, they found out that Alton Towers, Jewel, the interactive dark ride, didn't get much publicity. Now, the last time I went, it was literally dead. I don't like how the queue line is in Advertising Avenue. Really just take away the advantage of Advertising Avenue. You're more expected to go through Advertising Avenue knowing what is in there before going on the ride. Now, what I also heard is that the ride will be the last thing you do at the attraction. Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to all turn out into play, but when it does, I can tell you my full reviews on it. Anyways, I think that's it from me. I covered most of it in my vlog. I'm just covered it up a little bit more. Anyways, smile always. I hope you're having the best day ever, and please remember to subscribe. Bye, guys.